So you're also streaming this on YouTube?
All right, we're going to be starting soon. I'm just going to wait for a few folks to get on and then we'll be good to go. All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday, everybody. Okay, so
okay, there you go.
In deep profits on this GJ trade. So first thing I want to look at is Gbp Jpy Longs. I'm looking to hold this thing for a while. Okay, higher time frame, still making a bullish trend. We have third touch on this trend line that's currently forming right now. And then because of this third touch, I'm expecting a push to the upside to create new highs and to, just to continue the bullish trend. So that's my base case. We have a bounce from that 149.9 area and we continue bullish. So look at the smaller time frame. We are in a consolidation. And so it's real easy, guys. Whenever price is consolidating, easiest thing that we can do is buy low, sell high. So what I did was I found the lows of the market, the high of the market, and the consolidation, and I put a buy limit at 149.9. So I'm going to go to the ChartAddicts chat real quick and show what that looked like before. Here was the idea before. I was basically waiting for it to get to 149.845. And then from that price level, I was going to take the market long. 149.845. Let's look at where the market tapped. It's pretty close. Oh, that's actually very close. That's actually exact. 149.846. Okay. So that was the buy limit. Ended up getting entered. And now I'm in 3 different positions from that price level. Just basically sitting in the buy. So if you haven't already entered this move, what I would do is we're going to get a bullish push during this session. Then we're going to get a retest. What you guys want to do is to make sure you're entering off that retest and then catching the continuation to go long. Yeah, I've really been into setting limits lately because let's be completely honest, we can't be there all the time. And a lot of the great moves are happening during London. And so, for example, even on this live stream, if we had waited for this live stream to take this move, we would have already missed it. So setting buy limits at these target areas is crucial just to make sure that we're taking advantage of the market. Oh, I'm in deep profits now. All right, I'll check my phone here soon. So GU, I'm still bullish on. I think that if anything, we can get a retest of this blue area right here, 372. So I mean, if anything, I think we push a little bit higher. Maybe we get one more retest and then we can get a continuation. But all in all, I'm still in a GU long from this wick retest right here at 1.37. So I'm just holding this. If it does come back for a retest, just know that I'll be calling that move for the longs. But that's not going to be for this session. Oh man. All right, NAS retest of 13.85. That would be a good move for this session. Wow. So I haven't really been trading gold as much, but this is a pretty straightforward move. It just consolidated a while and it kind of made it look like it was going to fake out, and then ended up just breaking right back above that zone. So what I see for gold right now is it's basically going to get to this area right here. So the 1745 to 1747 zone, as soon as it breaks above that area where all that previous resistance was, and it starts to form a new floor. So not this candle, but the next candle that retests, we can take the market long. If the market gets up to these highs and starts to reject, then I'll void the buy. Or I won't void the buy. Basically, what I'll look for is this. If it comes up, taps that zone, I'll wait for it to come back and form a floor. Let's call it 1745. And then from 1745, we can take the market long. Wow. That would have been a great trade. Just from the 50%. Damn. Smooth 100 pips.
Fuck.
So good. We're going to catch some retests here. And I'm just looking to enter some moves just to hold throughout New York. Euro USD finally hit take profit. This is a beautiful move. I am still holding a position from down here, from this right shoulder, from 1475 or 1745. Then I took a retest entry right here at 1187, and it just hit take profit. And then literally, guys, I posted this on my page. Yep, there's the Euro USD. So I took a short position at 1986, which is right there, the triple top. So I took a short position right there. It was pretty straightforward. It looks like this. And so we might actually be able to enter this right now together, just for a re-entry.
On a short?
For a short, yeah. Because it's a triple top. I'm expecting a correction probably halfway inside this range, like where these previous highs are. And then see if we can continue the trend. But because the momentum is so bullish, so this is actually something that I wanted to talk to you guys about, momentum versus trend. Trend is bullish. Structure could short down, right? Because we're at a previous resistance level. But the momentum, how strong the market is, the size of these green candles pushing up is showing us that there's enough buyers to break through the zone. So that's basically what I'm looking for. Let's see if the momentum is strong enough to push through that zone. If it's not and it keeps rejecting, we're going to take a short position down to 118. Or probably even just 1193, which is where my first target is. So we go down to the smaller time frames, to the 1 hour, and we basically see this triple top forming. So depending on how this candlestick closes, that's going to give us our trade. It's still pretty early in the hour. We have about 43 minutes left in the hour. So let's see if we get a rejection here. If we get a rejection, then we'll all be taking a short position, and then we'll wake up to some profits. All right, I might enter a 2% sell right now just to test the waters, just in case it wicks down. We can get a good entry. Oh, GJ's up a bag. All right, don't worry, guys. I'm just moving stop losses. Nobody panic. So I'm going to look at one more pair. I'm going to look at NAS, and I'm going to see if we can find anything. If no moves on NAS, then I'll be trading those during the market open, the New York session market open. So NAS on a bullish trend, looking at higher highs and higher lows. So floor, ceiling, floor, ceiling, floor. So each floor is getting higher, each ceiling is getting higher. Most recent swing. Gonna measure that. So I just used my Fibonacci extension to find my target for SPX. So what I'll be looking for is, all right, so the market's already pushing bullish. Let's see if we can get a retest back down during New York session of 41.30. New York session, potential test of the London session lows, and then target for SPX. You guys might want to write this down, 41.63. SPX target. The reason I said write that down is because we're going to come back and revisit this later. 41.63 is going to have gotten tapped for SPX. The only issue is finding the entry. So we kind of just need to get a dip first before we can enter. If we can do that, that'd be perfect. What I do is go to the smaller time frame, find this most recent push. And obviously we don't know where the move's going to end. So as soon as the move ends, I can measure it fully. But I'm expecting something like this. And then the market can come back to the 61 or to the 78. And then we can get a continuation to that 41.63. So let me just put a little side note right there. Take the fibs off, take the arrows off. Long position, ready. Okay. Beautiful. And that's basically it. You guys wouldn't believe it. I actually had a limit sitting at 149.9 and the market didn't execute it. So it started to go bullish, and I was actually getting pretty upset. It was right here. I need a bigger arrow. There we go. It was at this candlestick right here. And so the market started to push up. It went up about 10 pips. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot to activate my limit right here. My broker, because of the spread, didn't activate my limit. And so I was like, damn, I'm just going to enter manual. So I entered 2 manual positions at 149.9. Then the market dipped down while I was sleeping, activated me in that buy graciously. And then now we're moving. I really feel like GJ has the potential to break these highs. I really feel like this is one of those trades that if you catch a good entry here at the bottom, you can just hold it up until 140, 153. So if you entered this trade right now, your risk would be 74 pips. So that would be a pretty high risk position just in terms of the pip count. But if you want to get involved with that trade, that would be an option. Option 2 is if you guys want to set a buy limit at that same price at 149. Let's call it 14986 just to make sure that everyone gets activated. So you'd basically be trying to catch this retest. So 149.9, let's make it easy. 149.9, that would be a buy limit. Or if you entered a small 2% position right now, that would be about 70 pips of risk, 70. It's also, I also feel like it's fair to mention that I have another buy limit sitting at 149.6. So if the market does smash through, come down to 1496, then I have another buy limit so I can catch that move. And that's sort of how I've been catching all those wick entries, which is basically I have multiple entries and then I have a buy limit waiting at the best price. And so if the market comes back to that best price, get entered and we're good to go. So EU is the only trade that I'm seeing that we can actually take right now. So I'm going to take a small 1% position on Euro USD shorts. All right. And if we get this rejection right here, if we get a nice long wick rejection, then I'll put a sell limit. And basically that's how this is how this will look. This candle closes. The next candle will come up and touch a retest of 78. And then we're going to get a nice short down. So entry is 11985. Stop loss just above the 1.2 psych level. So probably about 20 pips. And these previous highs, about 69 pips. So 20 pips of risk, about 70 pips take profit. I have a 2% position already entered. And if the market drops and retests, we have another position right there. And just as a reminder, the reason that we're entering this trade is because we have the third touch on this resistance level at 119.875. And because of that third touch, we've already had a bearish engulfing candle form on the 4-hour. You guys can see that this bearish candlestick engulfed the previous 2 candlesticks. And then now we're having either a continuation candle or a retest. And so this is where the market's going to let us know what it's going to do. If we see a rejection from 119.87, then we're pretty good for the sell. If it breaks through, then it's a little bit less likely and we can look for shorts, or we can look for long positions. It looks like it's already pushing through. So I'm going to come back and check this in a few minutes. Let's see what else is moving. Yeah, GU is about to start moving. So here's my thing, guys. I'm a very big correlation guy. So if I see GU and EU start to push, I automatically go to the dollar and say, is the dollar dropping right now? And the answer is yes, the dollar is dropping. When we saw this over the weekend, we noticed that price was starting to break through and we were expecting a bearish dollar, which is why I ended up getting that GU re-entry and Euro USD. Okay, originally. Because these markets were going to be bullish. The reason I'm shorting right now is because of short-term structure and to catch a scalp, which I still think we'll get. So just going to take some patience with that one. Damn, I really hope NASDAQ comes back for a retest. This would be a really fun trade for us to take. $1,400 target for SB or for NAS. Let's call it 1398. This one's going to take some patience. I actually don't want to trade this right now. When things are already in motion, you kind of just want to let them go, let the market reset, and then look for a better price. Yeah, that's basically all I got, guys. It's basically all I got. I'm going to hang out for probably another 20 minutes, watch how this candlestick closes. If I like the candlestick closure, I'll enter another one. We'll wake up in New York to profits. If I don't like this candlestick closure, I'm going to close my 1% trade, look for another position. If there are none, just come back and do it during New York. Shall we close EU buys? I have an EU buy from 119. If I'll be honest with you, I would hold it. The thing about a bullish market, guys, the thing about a market that's moving bullish is if you catch the dip, then you can just ride this wave. You can just ride the trend back to the upside. We are at a significant sell level here on the daily. I haven't really spent much time on Euro USD daily, but there's a pretty big sell level sitting right here. All right, you guys can see multiple rejections right there. Rejections right there. Rejections right there. Rejections right there. And so at that 199 level, it's actually a pretty big sell area. So I'm curious to see how it reacts around that zone. But the momentum is still bullish. So what I would do is I would take the most recent swing high, most recent swing low, draw that fib, and then find these key levels. So 1.203, big level. And then on the smaller time frame, creating new highs. So yeah, this thing might just continue bullish, especially because of the momentum. But I still like the area that we're entering this trade. So the 30-minute candle is about to close here in a few seconds, or it's about to close here in 30 seconds. Let's see how price is reacting around this zone. If the body of the candle is closing above, it's probably just going to continue bullish. That's a sign of bullish momentum. If the market just starts to wick reject, then it shows us that this zone is strong. In my opinion, I think it's going to break through. So I might close the shorts here soon. Let's move Euro USD up in the watch list. Holding GJ for dear life. If I hold this trade to take profit, it's 320 pips. So I'm really hoping to just milk this move. Obviously, I'll be taking partial profits along the way. You guys know me. But Yeah, I'm really looking to hold at least a runner till that 153.4 target.
Do you think it'll make it there by the end of the week, or it's gonna run to like next week?
It's going to run into next week. I think like best case scenario is we get up to 152.2 this week.
Shit, that's still good.
That's still really good. Yeah, I'm expecting a push any second here. If it keeps consolidating at this price, then I think it's going to do something like this. Oh wait, might as well keep that there. It's a quick education piece.
Some stop wins and then boom.
So what happened was price bounced. It came back to the 78, perfect rejection. And then right now it's testing the 61. And it's forming consolidation at the 61. So my thing is sometimes if the market consolidates too long at that fib area, then what it does is it makes a quick liquidity push to the outside. Okay, one more time to test the 78 before going long. So the longer that it consolidates, it's just going to fake out, grab liquidity, and then continue bullish, which is what GU could do as well. GU could easily pop out, test these previous lows at 148.5, and then continue the trend of the market. So I have two options. Right now, I'm already in the trade because I'm expecting that push from that support level. If that support level gets broken, I have another plan. I have a plan B, which is buys at 148.7. So I always keep a base case scenario, and then I always keep a backup just in case. I don't like getting caught off guard. And if the market gives me an opportunity, I want to make sure that I take advantage. So my GU buy limits are 1499 and 14965. So if you guys wanted to put those in, you'd basically be in the same trades that I'm in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So the 1 hour gave us a nice rejection. Off that zone, my 2% sell should be like 3 pips in profit. So yeah, looking pretty good so far. So let me know in the chat, guys, who entered this trade. And I'm going to move my stop loss for my GJ buy. And then buy limits are set for GJ. Sell is set for Euro USD. All right, guys, those are basically the trades that I'm watching. You guys got any questions? It's pretty straightforward stuff. I'm gonna have to start making these streams like around 4 a.m., like probably 1 hour later, because that's when the moves really start to show themselves. Like we'll probably get our answer for this Euro USD trade within the hour. So we're just gonna take some time waiting for that to come through. All right, guys, 20 pips risk, and I probably no 20 pips is fair. I'll put 20 pips of risk. TP1 1195, TP2 11925. So let me just put those up on the screen, let you guys take a quick screenshot. All right, if the sell plays out, those are my two levels to watch. Okay. I took AUD USD off my watch list, but it finally hit take profit. Guys, we entered this trade somewhere in like early April. We've just been holding. It went up. I took partial profits right here. It came all the way back to entry, hit my break even, and I'd never enter it again because the pair was moving too slow. So I realized that it was something like 13 days just to get 150 pips, which is kind of crazy to me. So pip count was too slow. Just wasn't looking good. Not like this Euro USD trade where we just caught the sniper entry. I know it's only 6 pips, but it's still a good entry. That's a pretty good sign for that re-entry. So challenge account. Let's see, we're running. See this. We're running some blues. And I got the buy limits set. As you can see, buy limits all set. And open trades. Okay. Did anybody on this call take the Euro USD entry for 2%? All right, maybe not.
Nah, bro. But that was a good entry.
Yeah, it was. $14994.94. Yeah, if you guys are putting the buy limits, I wouldn't even do 1499. I would do 14994. Be a nice retest of that trend line. Come back down, hit that trend line, and then push. So let's see how that looks. So on the smaller time frame, if we can get a retest of that level, 865, that would be a good shorting opportunity to put the rest of the trade in. Because right now I only have a small percentage. Man, oh man. I had like eight buy limits set for GJ, basically just one at each level. So like I had one at 9, one at 8.5. I still have one sitting at 149.7. I have another one sitting at 6.5. So I have a bunch of buy limits. If the market comes down, grabs all that liquidity, hits that previous zone and pushes up, I'll get activated in all those trades, and then I'll be in that bigger trade. Worst case scenario is if the market breaks through, it'll liquidate all of them, hit stop loss, and yeah, ready for that one too. But I really do feel like this thing is going to fly bullish. Even if it wants to fake out, grab some liquidity, I still feel like the real move is bullish. And that's very possible, by the way. 1496 push, very possible. All right, no reason to rush this NAS trade. All right, guys, I'm probably just gonna stream tomorrow morning and just live trade some NAS, just kind of make some money. So if you guys want to jump on for that, that would probably be a little bit more exciting. So just to recap, the only trade that was taken today on the live stream was a 1% short on Euro USD at 11986. All right. If the market comes back to retest, I'm going to call out a sell signal. But if it just continues to drop, then we'll already be in that 1%. GJ, we set a few more buy limits, and I have some running. Buy limits at 149.94, buy limits at 149.6 as well. And we'll do 0.65 just in case your broker doesn't want to activate it. And the rest of the moves we'll just be looking for during New York session. All right, beautiful, guys. I appreciate everybody for hopping on another live stream. I know we didn't catch a lot of live trades like we did last time, but we still walked away with some good entries and some buy limits set. So I'll see you guys during New York session. Let's see how these trades played out. Happy and safe.